As an American who retired and moved to Cambodia, the question that I get the most from everyone back home is, what do you do all day? The Western lifestyle has endless sources of entertainment, but how do I fill 16 hours of my day in a country on the other side of the world?
Today, I'm going to show you.
Now, there are a lot of great places to get breakfast in Siem Reap, and I'm going to one just around the corner from me. The breakfast staples in Cambodia are rice and noodles, so I'm going to get a vegetable noodle soup. Much healthier than what most Americans are getting for breakfast, and a lot cheaper too. This restaurant has actually raised their prices a little bit since I've started coming here, but breakfast for less than $2 is still a bargain. It even comes with free tea. 10 minutes later though, I'm feeling satisfied from the soup, and I'm ready to start my day. First, I'm meeting up with my friends to play a strategy game called Magic the Gathering. What a nerd, right? Yes, I know most of you watching this video don't play this game, but there's an important point that I want to make here. Before I left America, one of my work friends gave me some advice. She said, make friends, don't get lonely. And as an introvert, that's easier said than done, so I wanted to find a regular social activity to keep me mentally healthy. Loneliness is quite pervasive among retirees. Luckily, Siem Reap has no shortage of social groups and friendly people. This group of guys and gals is the best I could ask for, and what's cool is that we're all from different countries, so I get to learn a little bit about different cultures from them as well. The best way to find other people who share your interests tends to be the Cambodia Expat Facebook groups, so I definitely recommend that you join those if you move here. I'm back from Magic, and my wife is back from her morning job, so now it's time to eat lunch. My wife is an amazing cook, better than anyone that I've ever lived with by far. Sure, we could just eat out for every meal, but my wife knows how to cook both Asian food and Western food just as well as most of the restaurants can, so we actually eat most of our meals at home. Plus, she knows all of the best local markets to shop at, so our food is both cheap and fresh. For lunch today, she's made some stir fry with rice, which is one of my favorites that's easy to make. And now we're gonna burn off some of those calories at the gym. We go about 2 to 4 times each week, and the nice thing here is that there's no membership. You just pay $1 to get in, and you stay as long as you want. The downside to this gym though is that there's no AC, but I'm in great shape at age 33, and I intend to get in even better shape moving forward. We're both going to get our 6-packs and become models any day now. By the way, my wife's always told me that my face looks completely ridiculous when I work out, and I've just now realized that she is 100% correct. So no hate in the comments, guys. Now I'm going to relax at home and play some low-stakes online poker. It's a fun activity that's not widely available in the US, and it's made me a few extra bucks over the last year. I enjoy poker's strategy and the math behind the game. I'm a gamer at heart, so if I'm not playing online poker, then I might do some PC gaming instead. My wife would prefer that I not spend too much time gaming, but I do whatever the hell I want. Not really though. I try not to let it get too out of hand, as life is all about balance. Next, I'm gonna go out and do a little shopping. I'm not much of a consumerist, but I do like these shirts, and they're pretty cheap. The style and colors remind me a bit of Hawaiian shirts. They're made with thin material, which is good with the hot weather here in Cambodia. The shirts are $4 each, and they actually used to be only $3. The garment industry is big in Cambodia, so you can always find clothes at a tiny fraction of Western prices. I've got some extra time, so I'm gonna go for a walk at a small park near my apartment. It's a popular hangout spot for the locals, but I like it just to be around trees and get some fresh air. The trees are loaded with bats chirping, but unfortunately they're just too high up for them to really be visible in this video. I like the decorations that they have on some of these trees as well, but I better get going home because it looks like it's going to rain soon. You can also see some friendly vendors here selling mostly flowers. Maybe I should buy some for my wife sometime. Now my wife and I are gonna play pool, which is one of our favorite activities to do together. I hadn't really played pool much before I came to Cambodia, but the game is quite popular among both expats and locals. There are even some tournaments every week, but we're not good enough yet to have any chance at winning those. My wife and I are pretty competitive though, and we always have close games. We did miss some easy shots while I was filming, but we made some difficult ones as well. To rent a decent pool table like this costs $3 an hour, but there are a few bars and clubs with free tables as long as you order drinks. After pool, it's time to get dinner, and we decided to go to a popular Mexican place on Pub Street. It's just one of the many restaurants in Siem Reap that cater to expats with Western-style food. But they do offer some Asian dishes as well, so my wife actually got a tom yum soup. The Western restaurants here tend to be less affordable than Asian ones, but dinner for two was still only about $20. Their Mexican food is not what I would consider authentic per se, but it's still quite tasty. And sometimes I think it's just nice to eat something that reminds you of what you might get in your home country, even if it's not 100% perfect. Now we're going to see a movie, which is interesting because my impression is that going to the movies is an activity that is dying out in the West, especially among younger adults. My parents in America tell me that movie tickets are something ridiculous like $15 each, but they're only about $3 to $5 each in Cambodia, depending on which day and time you go. The popcorn is cheaper as well, and I think it tastes better than most popcorn I've had in America. We get all of the same blockbuster films that America has, plus a ton of Asian films with English subtitles. The American films usually only have a few people in the theater, whereas a hit film from Korea or Japan can easily sell out the whole theater. Tonight we saw the new Planet of the Apes movie, which for some reason came out a month later here than it did in America. Some movies though actually come out a day earlier than they do in America due to the time zone differences. My wife and I go to the movies about once a month, seeing either an Asian or American movie depending on what's getting the best reviews. And last, it's time to go to a club on Pub Street. My wife loves to dance. What more can be said? Enjoy this footage of us dancing and vibing together. I had a wonderful day of eating, gaming, and spending time with my wife, so now it's time to get to bed. But don't think the fun is over just yet.